Receive your manifestation within days. I got my board again. So today in this very simple video, we are going to figure it out how to manifest and receive your manifestation in matters of days. Because in my opinion, what many people do, get stuck into the asking of the manifestation, but they actually never quite receive it. So let's figure it out together. Hello everyone, if you guys are new, my name is Nea, and on this channel we talk about effortless manifestation, fast manifestation, quantum physics related to the application of the law of assumption, esotericism, witchcraft, and so much more. And on Patreon we also do extra videos. You can check it down below. Now, in today's video, let's talk about manifestation one-on-one, and again about outer intentions and the difference between asking, and never receiving, and asking and boom, receiving in matters of days. Because I am a firm believer that manifestation can be instant. It takes maximum 3 days, or at the very stretch max, it can take up to 2 weeks. Now, I know that for some people it takes a little bit longer, and there are people out there saying you shouldn't put a timestamp to the manifestation. That is also an approach that works, because obviously, as quantum physics teaches us, every statement is true. To know more about it, you can watch the replay to my webinar, The Science Behind the Law of Assumption. You find it down below. However, we're not getting any younger unless we assume that. I'm kidding. But you can manifest out of thin air. Nothing is impossible, and you definitely can manifest thanks to outer intention within a matter of days. It's just a matter of doing it correctly. So let's figure it out, okay? So what you guys do, what everybody does, you have a desire. So let's write desire over here. Desire. Now, your beautiful desire has inside the solution to it. So you ask for something, right? I want a car. I want an amount of money. I want the love of my specific person. I want love. You have a desire. A desire is a want. A desire is a need. A desire is a request that you apply, that you ask your subconscious mind or the universe, because you are the universe. And desiring is constantly asking for your desire. Every time that you want something, you keep asking. You're giving off the signal of, I'm asking for my desire. I'm asking my desire. And many people get stuck over here. I'm not necessarily talking about people that are consciously manifesting, but the large majority of people on planet Earth, they have desires, and they keep asking and asking, and they develop wishful thinking, or I am asking for this thing and hopefully it's gonna come to me. One day it's gonna come to me. If it is meant to be, I will then have it. And then they use a lot inner intention if they really have a burning desire for something. And what inner intention is, by the way, I explained what inner intentions are in my latest video. In my last video, you can watch it, is on my YouTube channel. But essentially, if you really do have it, I'm not talking about people consciously manifesting. I'm talking about the larger world, again, of people, of human beings. So if they truly have a burning desire for a career, for an amount of money, for a person, for whatever it is, they start to use inner intention. Now, inner intention is nothing but willpower. And willpower is, I am in point A, and I calculate all the movement to get me to point B. And this is the logical mind. The logical mind says, okay, I want to make 20K a month, therefore I'm going to build a business, and I'm going to do step 1, 2, 3, 4 to get me to that 20K a month. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to prove my value. I want a job. I'm going to send the curriculum. I'm going to do the interviews. I'm going to be prepared. I'm going to study for the exam. I want a fit body. I go to the gym. I work hard. This is what many people use, is essentially willpower, inner intention. And when you use inner intention, it does work. However, what you have to, it can work and it cannot work. You're still in the frame of 50-50 because you're working with the 3D reality. So there is 50% of you succeeding, 50% of you not succeeding. And when people don't succeed with inner intention, they just go, well, it wasn't meant to be, because they are not applying the law of assumption. Now, obviously, in this realm, you have to work hard because you're moving physically from point A to point B. You are functioning on a 3D level. Now, what is the 3D? The 3D is nothing but length, width, and height. And so you are moving through space-time, if I'm correct, it's space-time, yeah. And so obviously it takes an amount of time in 3D reality to get you from point A to point B. It's just what it is. If I have to go right now to the United States, I have to book a ticket and I have to go on a plane, and it will take me an amount of time to get there. That's movement in the 3D. Or perhaps what else? I want a fit body and I go to the gym. It will require me to be consistent going at the gym to have those abs or to have that particular body that I am desiring, because I am moving through 3D reality. That's willpower. That's inner intention. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, depending also on your effort and on your burning desire and willpower. Now, manifestation could work in a mixture of inner intention and outer intention. However, on this channel, we work like witches, we work like alchemists, and we work with magic. So outer intention is the power that moves mountain because it's not defined by 3D reality. And this is what Neville Goddard used to talk about, is the power of imagination or affirmation, hence assumption. So what Neville used to say, and many other teachers, which I do agree, of course, desires contain inside the solution. You ask for something. So let's say 20K a month. And instead of defining how 20K a month should arrive to you through inner intention, because you're making this logical calculation, you know that once is asked, you already is given. And given is outer intention. Once is asked is already given. Why? Because you don't move anymore in 3D reality, and you calculate the steps that are going to move you from point A to point B, but you go into the blank state, or actually into the quantum field, where there are many variants, many wavelengths of possibilities, where one of the possibilities is a version of you that already has those 20K a month. So how do we access this version of us? Through observation, through attention. And our attention can be used either through imagination, so visualization, or through pure assumption, which we could consider affirmation, because once we make a thought in our mind, our subconscious mind doesn't understand language, but it automatically translates it into a picture in order to understand it, especially if the affirmation is reiterated for a longer period of time. So what many people do, in the conscious manifestation community, they understand that their desire contains already the answer. Great. However, once it's asked, it is given. And therefore, you use outer intention. Outer intention will be, I know, you just know, I own 20K a month. And you don't necessarily question how you're gonna get 20K a month. It could come from any form of possibility, opportunity, and so the opportunity and the possibility will just come to you, and then you don't necessarily take action, but you follow through with the bridge of events. So instead of you calculating the steps that will get you to 20K a month, you allow circumstances to unfold in your reality, which is only a mirror of yourself, and then you get moved by this reality into the right circumstances that will get you to 20K. I will be more specific, don't worry about it. And same could go for a specific person, love, or anything else. We'll also give examples of love. So what many people do, though, with the affirmations in and of itself, they get stuck into the I'm asking, I know I have it, then they doubt it and they go back asking. Because every time that you doubt your manifestation, you're going back and forth between asking and it's given. Asking and it's given. I have it, I know I have it, then you question it, I ask it again, I want it, I don't have it, and therefore you ask it again. Then you affirm, I know I have it, and then you ask it again. And what this is being double-minded, because you never collapse one single wavelength, but you collapse multiple wavelengths wavelength of you being uncertain whether you have it or not. And when it comes down to specific people, the byproduct of that is obviously hot and cold behavior, because you're wavering between two wavelengths of possibility. Or for money, it could be you get into a variant where you start earning that money, or the possibility it's open up to you, then you doubt it, you go backwards, and other circumstances happen that collapses the reality of you not having 20K a month. You understand why keeping a focused attention is essential. But now, so you ask, you have a desire. A desire is asking. Universe, your subconscious mind, however you want to put it, the God within you says, fine, you have it. It's given. Snap. It's done. Just allow me to change a little bit of variance here and there, put you on the right path, put you into the right circumstances for you, call the bridge of events that will lead you to the thing that you want. Given. It's a done deal. It's done once it's asked. So to receive what you want, you can either do two things, and this is the aim of the video. How you allow your manifestation to come within days. You have two possibilities. If you are an advanced manifestation, conscious manifester, you can then let it go. And when I mean let it go, you're not letting go of having what you want. You're letting go of asking. You don't ask anymore subconscious. You don't ask anymore universe. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. I want it, I need it. You sit in the knowingness. You sit in the assumption that I have it. And letting go could be like, I don't even think about it ever again because I know I have it. That's very, I believe, more advanced. If you are still in the beginning or you do struggle a little bit with doubts, stop doing back and forth, but try to sit today and decide, I have it. I am the person that has my manifestation right now. And I'm going to experiment this and persist in this knowingness, the given step, the knowingness that I have it for at least a week straight, for at least 2 weeks straight, without ever doubting it. Therefore, not even once, being really careful of your mental diet. So another possibility in order to make this work and allowing things in your reality really fast is persisting in the affirmations. Every single time you think about your desire, you affirm. That's more beginner style because you probably are still testing the law. And even if you don't believe in your affirmation, every single time that you think of your desire, if you affirm, you are essentially saying to your brain, I know I have it. And I know I have it. And you counteract any thought. Okay? I know I have it. Okay? Now, think about it. Many people, again, they get stuck in the conscious manifestation because, like I said, I want to repeat this once more. They go back and forth, ask, given, ask, given, ask, given. They never really go into I have it. Because, you know, I think Abraham says the same thing, but the way she says it, in my opinion, confuses a lot of people because she talks about alignment and vibration and, you know, feeling positive. It's not, it is about that and it isn't. It's more about, now that I know I asked for something, I know it is given to me. Therefore, either every time I think about it, I affirm, no problem with that. Or I let go of the asking because I know it is given. And therefore, how do I receive it? I just go on about my day and I live in the mind of the person that already has what she or he or they want. Hence, how would you feel if you have the thing that you desire? What would be the activity that you normally do? Now, that doesn't mean act as if, but it's just on a thought level. So on a thought level, I would probably think, I am so happy and grateful that I have my manifestation. I am so happy and grateful that I have those 20K a month. I'm so happy and grateful for my purpose. I am so happy and grateful for feeling the blank, whatever it is. So you will naturally think thought that come from the version of you that has what you want. Hence, that is why Neville Goddard used to talk about you only have to change self. Any action taken really is delusionment. And that's why many people talk about self-concept. But you can work on your self-concept if you're someone very insecure. However, what self-concept is all about is just building the version of you in your mind that think thoughts that are coming from the wishful field, that are coming from the version of you that in the quantum field is already experiencing your manifestation. And you chill. You chill. You don't go back and forth asking, but what if I don't get it? Every single time you're saying, what if I don't get it? You're going back and asking and giving that signal. And subconscious and universe is like, you get it. Allow me to give it to you. Allow me to give it to you. And you go, but what if? But maybe I don't want it. Maybe I want it. Maybe I don't want it. Maybe I want it. Maybe I don't want it. And you place so much importance in this asking that it becomes such a distant desire that it feels separate from you. As long as you will feel separate from your manifestation, it cannot be your reality. And there is a quantum perspective on why this is. You cannot collapse reality if the only reality that you observe is the absence of your desire in your mind, in your imagination. You have to go full on and stop wavering between millions of versions. Now, like I said, you could have partial manifestation, which there is nothing wrong with it. However, if you keep wavering and reverting back to the version of you that is experiencing the lack of your desire, you will eventually collapse the quantum wave that says to you that you don't have it. So manifestation, guys, is so easy. Outer intention is what moves mountains. It's so easy. You don't have to know the how. You don't have to calculate the steps that will move you from point A to point B. You just have to ask, know it is given, that you're worthy, you're valuable, you're totally worthy of your desire, and universe, God, source, your subconscious mind wants to fulfill your desires. Your desires are there for you to be fulfilled. Therefore, once you know this, you have it. Just like magic. And the only thing that you got to do, you got two steps. Either you don't think about it that much, you go on about your day excited and eager about the fact that you are going to get your manifestation and it is already a practical reality, or you affirm every single time you naturally think about that manifestation. And how do you affirm? I want to say this again. You affirm as the version of you that already has that manifestation. So, and you don't calculate the steps. So I'm going to make a different video about action and inspire action, inner intention and outer intention again. But essentially what it is let's talk about love, because you guys are so into specific people and love. When you are manifesting a specific person, you could get stuck in inner intention. I am going to meet them in this place, so they are going to text me in this way, they are going to call me, and you start and go visualizing about the text. You want to control every single step. That is still willpower. That is still inner intention. My suggestion is to just go straight to the end. What is it that you want? A healthy, committed relationship, a marriage, or it could even be a text at the end of the day. You could be sex, it could be anything. And you just go straight to the end of that assumption, and you know it is done. And then you chill and you expect it. You expect and assume the best. You expect that it's going to happen to you. What it's going to happen most likely is that perhaps you're not going to get a text. Perhaps Instagram has nothing to do in the way it's going to show up for you, but you're going to go out in the supermarket and you're going to randomly meeting them. Or the universe or your subconscious mind is going to arrange circumstances, bridge of events that will lead you and your specific person to be in the same environment more often in order to build a connection. Or perhaps it's going to make them dream about you and wanting to reach out. Or perhaps they're instantly going to think about you in the moment that you think about them. You cannot calculate the how, and you shouldn't even calculate the how when you're working with outer intention. Your only concern should be, I know this is my reality, hence I'm only going to observe this one reality. And through the focused attention and through the focused observation of that one singular reality, it has no choice but to collapse. It has no choice but to collapse. That's how you put yourself into the receiving mode. So every day I make this do I make this exercise for my clients. I constantly tell them, remind yourself. Every single time a doubt arises, remind yourself, I'm not the old version of me that lives in a reality where I am not loved, I don't have my specific person, or I don't have the money. I am in a new reality today. And in my reality, I do have the money. I am that girl, I am that man, I am that person. And every single day you remind yourself of the new version of you and of the new reality. That is why you only change yourself, you don't change other people, because you move yourself through different variants. You leave those people behind, even a specific people behind, and that version of them, and you move yourself towards a different dimension where they want to be with you and they are treating you well. Maybe exactly how you experienced them in the first place. And trust me, this actually works. It's like I made already this example a couple of videos ago. It's essentially what you guys are doing. Think about getting in a car. The car is your body, right? The key is your consciousness, is your conscious awareness, is the act of imagination. You have the car, you got the key, you have everything that it takes in order to get yourself into that beautiful destination where your manifestation is just there, is already waiting for you. So let's say that I'm in San Diego and I want to go to Sedona. I'm in San Diego, I got my car, I got my key, and I just have to head towards Sedona, don't I? But instead, what I do, I get the car, drill the key, and then I say why Sedona doesn't come to me, why it's not happening, why I'm not ready there. Then I move towards Sedona, and then I doubt, what if I won't get there? And then I stop, and then I go back to San Diego again, and then I question things. That's what you guys are doing. And you are waiting for the reality that it is in San Diego, I don't know why I'm giving this example, to change. But you can't change San Diego if you want to go to Sedona. You got to get your car to Sedona. But you don't do it physically, you do it with your imagination, you do it in the quantum field. And so you put yourself into the path that leads to the destination that you want to go. The destination is the ending goal. Now, this example sounds a little bit like inner intention, but let's break it down even better. Think about it. Think about the car not being a physical car, but being teletransportation. Teletransportation will be you deciding, I'm in Sedona, outer intention, and you got teletransported into Sedona. It's not that Sedona is attracted to you, it's coming to you. You are moving yourself through a quantum space to jump over there in that reality, in that new city where you are a different person with different people, different circumstances, even if they look quite the same. The people look the same, but the circumstances are different. So you understand, it's exactly like teletransportation, but you don't necessarily realize that it's like teletransportation because it could happen in matters of days, but you won't feel it. You will move through a bridge of events that it's a bridge of variance that will lead you exactly in the pathway of your manifestation. And that's why you don't have to figure it out the how. You just have to ask, know it is given, know that you are worthy enough of your desire, and allow it to happen. Allow yourself to jump in that reality. And how do you allow it? By chilling, by relaxing, by doing things that you love and adore, by knowing it is done. And every time you think about it, affirming and thinking from the perspective of the person that indeed has what you want or what he or they want. That's it. Ask, it is given, you allow it. That's it. There is no secret formula apart from this. The way you allow it, the way you enter this virtual reality before it collapses into 3D are the techniques. Scripting, visualizing, affirming, and all that. Those are only tools to train your mind to be in that reality, but you don't necessarily, they're not mandatory. You don't have to use them. You could literally just assume that you have it, let it go, and it will just happen to you, especially if that is your core assumption, okay? So it is very, very easy, guys, and I want you to practice this again. Dive deeper into the knowingness that you already have it. Don't go and waver and back and and forth. Practice this for at least 2 weeks straight when you don't waver and you pay attention to your thoughts, and then comment down below, come back and let me know if it worked, because I know that the majority of you, if not all of you, can instantly allow your manifestation, or just in matters of days, if you do this. Okay, I love you guys. Remember that I do have an e-course to manifest your specific person. The link is down below. Other e-courses are down below, and up until the 17th of this month I will offer coaching. Then they will be sold out for a while. I love you guys. See you also on Patreon and very soon on this channel. Bye.